can see some stalks. Look over there. All the way in this street on one.
Look.
Yes, stalks. Look at that. 3 months ago, so maybe you will see a little head popping out.
That is so cool. Oh my
The
gosh.
stalks are one of the symbols of the success. They are very great. So, you know, sometimes you can see it on that one on top of the roof on the left-hand side. On top of each tree.
I see. You can see.
Look over there in the next street, on top of every single tree. You see that? Sometimes you have four different. Oh, you can see that baby on the one in front of you. 2 babies up there. The 2 parents and the 2 babies. The whole family.
So cool.
A few years ago, 11 years ago, if I'm correct, the stork's nest on top of the roof was so huge, so big that the roof crumbled. And people wonder, what could be the weight of such a heavy nest? Do you want to guess? Do you want to give me a number? It depends on kilograms.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure you have that storybook image of storks bringing babies home in America.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Here in our house, when we expect a baby, we say that if you want a baby boy, you need to put 1 sugar by the windows for the storks, and if you want a baby girl, it's either 2 sugars or a piece of chocolate. Because we say that girls are sweeter. I don't know about that. Anyway, on the left-hand side over there on your left, where you can see Council of Europe, you have the first institution, so that is the Council of Europe, the Palace of Europe. Strasbourg is the capital of Europe, so it makes sense to have the Council of Europe here. And as you can see, all the flags, there are many, it is put in alphabetical order. There are 36 flags. We used to be 47, but I guess you know who was kicked out 4 years ago. Yes, Russia. They were kicked out, well, they actually left before we had been started. Because when they decided to invade Ukraine, the Council of Europe, so that the one you just saw is the Palace of Europe, created the second institution that is on your left side over there, just behind the tree. Sorry. Just behind the tree you have a grey and red looking structure with 2 round globes. You see those 2 shapes round at the front? They represent the balance of justice, because that institution on your left hand side is the European Court of Human Rights. We don't say Justice Court because Justice Court, the name belongs to the European Union, and you know we are the capital of Europe, but Brussels is the capital of the European Union. So those are 2 different institutions, Europe and the European Union, 2 different things. The purpose of that building on your left hand side is the winners and comes to complain tournaments. Yes, that's not imagining something like that. But we do complain for good reasons. So I just want to, because sometimes that notion is a little bit confusing for people, the difference is between the Council of Europe, or let's say Europe, and the difference between is a big colossal. That one represents the European Union. Alright? So as you can see, we have 27 flags. And the European Union, the European Parliament, as you can see, there is a beautiful symbol. If you look at the Colosseum, on the top right, up there on the top right, you can see that it's open. Do you see that? Yeah. It looks like it's not finished. As it is, because you will probably just for the joke, but there will be Alsatian. Because the Alsatian dialect was created during the first period of time I gave you, which is 8 centuries ago. That was created, built by the Germans, those who won the Franco-Prussian War. So you remember the one date I asked you to remember, 1870, 1871? Yes, we lost the war, we French people, we lost the war in just 6 months to William I. the Emperor of Prussia. And he decided, when he won the war, he decided to make Strasbourg the capital of his new Reichsland, so the capital of his new region. And as you can imagine, for his capital, he had big plans. So he wanted the city of Strasbourg to be bigger, cleaner, more beautiful, stronger with the presence of nature, and more modern looking. So he built which is all around him. But now because it's so big, it actually tripled the size and doubled its population. Tripled the size of Strasbourg and doubled its population. And in front of you, you have a big roundabout, and that big roundabout is the heart of the Neustadt. And you can see in the Neustadt that every single building is huge, massive, impressive. Again, the Germans wanted to show their cultural, political, and institutional power to go up to see. That's exactly what they did with this beautiful Neustadt. That's why every single building is huge in itself. For example, you have the one on your left-hand side with the green dome. That is a student library, which is linked to the University of Strasbourg, built by the Germans as well, which is the most important university in France. And also you have the palace of the Emperor in front of you, the palace made for William I, the one who won the Franco-Prussian War. Look at it. He actually never saw it finished because he died a few years before, but his grandson William II did see it finished, and you know what he said when he looked at it? He said, "Oh, it looks like a train station. I'll never leave here." And he never did. So no emperor ever lived in the palace of the emperors. I will leave you with this last piece of information. I have so much to tell you. Don't worry. But we are going to be dropped off in a couple of minutes here. So please take all of your belongings. Don't leave anything behind.